Act as if everything is already working out for you. That's not pretending. It's not denial. It's creation. It's stepping into alignment with the frequency of your own faith. When you act as if, you are not lying to yourself. You are remembering the truth of who you really are. A powerful creator who shapes life through belief, emotion, and energy. You see, so many of us have been taught to wait until things look better before we feel better. We wait for proof before we believe. But the universe doesn't work that way. The moment you begin to act as if your life is already unfolding perfectly, you become a match for the very energy that makes it so. Life responds not to your waiting, but to your being. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are saying to the universe, I trust the process. I trust myself. I trust that every step is leading me exactly where I need to go. This mindset is not wishful thinking. It's energetic alignment. It's the art of embodying the end result before it arrives. It's the inner stance of someone who has learned to live by vibration, not by circumstance. Let's understand what act as if really means. It is not pretending you have something you don't. It is feeling as though you already have it, because energetically you do. The invisible always comes before the visible. The seed always grows roots before it blooms. Acting as if is tending to those roots, nurturing the vibration of what you desire until it becomes your natural state. I want you to remember this. You are not manifesting what you want. You are manifesting what you are. The universe mirrors your energy, not your words. If you say, I want abundance, but deep down you feel lack, you broadcast lack. But when you walk, breathe, speak, and choose from the energy of already having, the universe has no choice but to echo that reality back to you. So let's make it practical. If you want love, act as if you are deeply loved, not in desperation, but in confidence. Love yourself the way you wish to be loved. Speak kindly to yourself. Treat your body with care. Fill your space with beauty. When you do that, you radiate the energy of love, and love is drawn to you. If you want success, act as if success is your natural rhythm. Start your day with gratitude for opportunities. Move with the confidence of someone who already knows they belong where they're going. Speak as though things are unfolding in your favor, because when you speak like that, you are programming your subconscious mind to find evidence that it's true. Acting as if is a language of vibration. It's you speaking to the universe in its own tongue. You're saying, this is who I am. This is what feels natural to me. And because the universe only ever says yes, it says, yes, my dear, you are that. Here is more of it. Now, let's talk about why this works, because understanding brings faith, and faith brings flow. Inside your brain is something called the reticular activating system, or RAS. It's the part of your mind that filters the millions of bits of information around you every second. When you begin to act as if something is true, your RAS goes to work finding evidence that supports your new belief. If you decide everything always works out for me, your mind begins to notice examples of that. A parking spot opens just when you arrive. The right person calls at the perfect time. Little miracles begin to line up, not because they weren't there before, but because your awareness has tuned to that frequency. The signal was always broadcasting, you just shifted your dial. It's the same with your energy field. Your emotions are electromagnetic. They send out waves. When you vibrate with peace, gratitude, and certainty, You attract people, ideas, and opportunities vibrating on that same frequency. The law of attraction is simply the law of resonance. You attract what harmonizes with your energy. So, act as if is more than a mindset. It's energetic engineering. It's you stepping into the vibration of the reality you want, long before it's visible. The moment you do this consistently, your subconscious begins to accept it as truth. And once your subconscious accepts something, it must appear in your experience. Think of your mind like a garden. Your beliefs are the soil, your thoughts are the seeds, and your emotions are the water. When you act as if, you are planting seeds of certainty. You are watering them with trust instead of doubt. And when you do this long enough, your external life can't help but bloom to match it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But Louise, what if things aren't working right now? What if I'm surrounded by problems? My love, that's exactly when this practice matters most. Anyone can believe when things look perfect. True creation begins when you choose faith in the middle of uncertainty. The point of power is always in the present moment. That means that no matter how messy it looks, your calm, your belief, your inner as-if energy can shift it all. You don't deny what's happening, you redefine what it means. When something doesn't go your way, instead of saying, "This is bad," you say, "Even this is leading me somewhere good." When something ends, you whisper, "This must be making space for something better." That's the essence of acting as if. You assume alignment. You assume the universe is working for you, not against you. Let's take an example. Imagine your dream is to start a new business, but right now you're still in your old job. Acting as if doesn't mean quitting tomorrow and pretending everything's perfect. It means you show up to your current job with gratitude, knowing it's part of your path. It means you start organizing your desk as if you were already the CEO of your own company. It means you dress, plan, and think like someone who's building something great, because you are. That energy magnetizes opportunity. Or perhaps you want better health. Acting as if means you begin to thank your body for the progress it's making. You speak to your body lovingly. "I'm so grateful for the ways you're healing, for your strength, for your wisdom." You eat, move, and rest like someone who honors their body. And slowly the body listens, because the body always listens. This is not fantasy. It's frequency. Every emotion carries a frequency, and act as if tunes you to the frequency of fulfillment. The more you dwell there, the more it becomes your normal vibration. You stop trying to manifest and start being the manifestation. But let's be honest, it takes practice. The old mind wants proof. It wants to say, "I'll believe it when I see it." But life works the other way. You'll see it when you believe it. So when doubt creeps in, gently bring yourself back to your truth. Breathe, smile, whisper, "Everything is working out for me, even when I can't see it." Every time you return to that state, you're training your subconscious to stay in alignment. You're teaching your nervous system that peace is safe. You're proving to your energy that you trust it. And trust, my dear, is the most magnetic vibration there is. So tonight, or tomorrow morning, or whenever you remember, begin again. Act as if it's all working out, because it is. Walk as if life is on your side, because it always has been. Speak as if blessings are on their way, because they already are. You are never pretending. You are practicing the truth before it becomes visible. You are aligning before receiving, and that alignment is what calls the manifestation into form. Take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart. Whisper with me now. Everything is always working out for me. I live in a universe that loves me. I am safe, I am supported, and I am worthy of all good things. Feel it, breathe it, live it, because when you act as if, with love, with trust, with joy, you are not hoping for a miracle. You are becoming the miracle. And life, beautiful life, will meet you right where your faith begins. And the next lessons, I will talk about act as if versus fake it till you make it. So interesting, don't miss it. Let me share something with you, my dear. There was a time when I thought that in order to change my life, I had to push harder, try harder, or pretend to be someone I wasn't. I remember standing in front of the mirror, whispering affirmations, but a part of me didn't believe them yet. And one day, something deep within whispered back to me, "You don't have to fake anything. You only need to align." That was the moment everything changed. That was the birth of this truth. You don't pretend, you align. Fake it till you make it has become such a common phrase in our culture. But let's talk about it honestly. Faking it never feels peaceful, does it? When you fake it, you're pretending to have something your heart doesn't believe is possible yet. It's like wearing clothes that don't fit, too tight, too stiff, and never truly comfortable. You might fool others for a while, but you can't fool your energy. And the universe doesn't respond to your performance. It responds to your vibration. That's why act as if is something completely different. Fake it is acting from fear. Act as if is acting from faith. One is a mask, the other is a magnet. When you fake it, you're trying to force a feeling. When you act as if, you're allowing that feeling to rise naturally from trust. One says, "I hope this works." The other says, "I know it already has." Do you feel the difference? It's subtle, but it's everything. Fake it till you make it drains your energy. You're holding up an image you don't yet feel aligned with. Act as if restores your energy. You're remembering the version of you that already exists in potential form. You're simply catching up vibrationally to who you've always been in truth. You see, act as if doesn't ask you to lie. It invites you to live in truth, the higher truth, the spiritual truth, before it's visible. You don't pretend that you're not hurting. You choose to believe that healing is already underway. You don't deny your challenges. You affirm that every challenge is working for your good. You don't force joy. You allow joy to return by trusting that life is on your side. When you act as if, you're saying to your mind, "This is who I choose to be now." And the subconscious listens. It begins to reorganize its patterns around that identity. You literally shift the chemical and electromagnetic state of your body when you hold that belief with love. You begin to vibrate differently. And life, which is always a mirror, starts to reflect that vibration back to you. You can't fake a vibration. You can't fake peace. You can't fake worthiness. But you can align with them. You can choose them again and again until they feel natural. That's the beauty of act as if. It's not about pretending something outside of you is true. It's about remembering something within you that has always been true. Now let's talk about what really powers this belief. Every emotion you feel carries a frequency. Worry is a low vibration. It keeps you in lack. Gratitude is a high vibration. It tells the universe, "I already have what I need." World peace is the highest of all because it's the vibration of trust. When you act as if everything is working out, you are broadcasting the vibration of peace, gratitude, and trust all at once. You are saying, life is on my side. And life, dear one, always mirrors your energy. If you expect chaos, you'll find it. If you expect grace, you'll see it everywhere. What you believe becomes what you perceive. So when you consciously choose to dwell in the energy of faith, when you breathe deeply and whisper, everything is always working out for me, your whole system shifts, your body relaxes, your nervous system calms, your thoughts soften. Suddenly, new ideas and solutions begin to flow. This is not magic, it's energetic law. The vibration of peace harmonizes everything it touches. When you live in that vibration, people treat you differently. Circumstances adjust around you. You walk into the same situations, but the outcomes change, because you have changed. Now let's bring this into something practical you can do tonight or tomorrow morning. I want you to take out your journal and write down 3 moments in your past when you were worried about something, maybe deeply afraid it wouldn't work out, but somehow it did. Maybe it was a relationship, a job, a trip, or a financial situation. Remember how you felt when it seemed uncertain, and then remember how perfectly it unfolded. Write them down one by one, and after each one say aloud, "It always works out for me." Feel that truth. Feel how life has always found a way to guide you, even when you didn't see the path. This simple exercise will help reprogram your nervous system to trust again. You're teaching your body and your subconscious that things don't have to be controlled. They are already being taken care of. Let's go deeper into the energy behind belief. You see, every time you choose worry, you are affirming that you are alone. Every time you choose peace, you are affirming that you are supported. Worry is resistance. Trust is flow. Gratitude is expansion. When you align your thoughts with the energy of peace and gratitude, you open yourself to receive. That's why I love to say, everything I need comes to me at the perfect time and in the perfect way. It's not a wish, it's a law. It's a declaration of trust. And when you repeat it, the words begin to shape your energy field. The cells in your body respond. The molecules around you respond. The people in your life respond, because the universe cannot resist a vibration of trust. It rushes to meet it. So instead of asking, "How will this happen?" I invite you to begin asking, "How good can this get?" That question shifts you from anxiety to possibility. It opens the field for miracles. It allows the universe to surprise you. And oh, how it loves to do that. My dear, you don't have to see the entire staircase. You only need to take the first step with faith. Act as if that step is enough, because it always is. Every great change begins with a single vibration of belief. So tonight, as you breathe and prepare for rest, whisper softly, "Life is on my side. Everything is working in perfect timing. I trust the flow of life." Say it again until you feel your body soften, until the tension melts from your shoulders. This is how we align, through gentle, loving repetition, through choosing belief over fear, through remembering that even when we cannot see it, the energy of our faith is rearranging everything for our highest good. You are safe. You are guided. You are exactly where you need to be. Keep walking in faith. Keep acting as if. Because every time you do, life smiles back and says, "Yes, beloved, you were right all along. It's all working out for you." Let me ask you something, my dear. Have you ever noticed that when you really believe something will work out, somehow it just does? Maybe it wasn't instant. Maybe it didn't look the way you expected, but eventually everything aligned perfectly. That's not luck. That's alignment. That's the power of faith lived daily. That's what happens when you act as if, not once, not twice, but every single day until it becomes who you are. Consistency is the secret language of the subconscious mind. Your mind learns through repetition and emotion, not logic. Every time you affirm something with feeling, you're teaching your subconscious that this is your truth. That's why act as if isn't just a technique you try. It's a way of being you return to every day. The mind doesn't believe what you say once. It believes what you live again and again. So when you wake up in the morning before you grab your phone or worry about your to-do list, take one deep breath and affirm softly, "Everything is working out in my favor." Don't rush it. Feel it. Even if a part of you still doubts, let the words be a gentle comfort to that part. And as you breathe them in, you are giving your brain new instructions. You are literally rewiring your neural pathways to expect goodness, to anticipate flow, to believe in your own worth. Then, at night, before you fall asleep, whisper, "I am safe. Life supports me." Let that sentence cradle you like a warm blanket, because every time you go to sleep with trust instead of fear, you reprogram your nervous system to rest in abundance instead of anxiety. You train your body to associate peace with safety, and a calm mind is the most fertile ground for miracles. You see, the brain doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply follows the instructions you give it most consistently. When you act as if life always works out, your mind begins to seek and create evidence to match that belief. The neurons that once fired in patterns of worry begin to link into new ones of trust. Your thoughts literally reshape your biology. So yes, my dear, this takes persistence. It's not about perfection, it's about practice. Every day that you choose faith over fear, you strengthen your inner muscle of peace. Every time you repeat, "I am safe, I am supported, life loves me," you deepen your alignment with truth. And little by little, what once felt like effort becomes your natural state. Now let's talk about what often trips people up, the pitfalls. Because even the most loving practices can lose power when we misunderstand them. The first trap is thinking, "I'm doing it wrong." Have you ever said that to yourself? Maybe I'm not manifesting correctly. Maybe I missed something. My dear, there is no wrong way to trust life. The moment you start trying to control how and when things show up, you step out of the flow. Remember this? You are not in charge of the how. You are in charge of the allow. Your job is not to force the river to move faster. Your job is to relax and float with it. When you tighten your grip, you block the very flow you're asking for. But when you release, you let the universe do what it's always been doing, rearranging everything for your highest good. So next time that thought comes, "I'm doing it wrong," take a deep breath, smile softly, and say, "No, I'm doing it perfectly, because I'm trusting." The second trap is the feeling, "I don't feel it yet." You might say the affirmations, visualize, or journal, but your heart still feels distant. That's okay. You're human. Feelings catch up to faith, not the other way around. The key is to keep showing up for your practice, even on days when it feels hollow. Think of it like the gym for your soul. You don't build strength in one session. You build it through consistency. And one morning, when you least expect it, you'll wake up and realize that peace, the peace you were pretending to feel, has become real. The third trap is comparison. Looking around and thinking, "Why is it working for them but not for me?" My love, comparison is the thief of vibration. The moment you compare, you step out of gratitude. And gratitude is your golden frequency, the one that opens every door. Remember, your timeline is yours. Divine timing is not delayed timing, it's perfect timing. So trust that what you're waiting for is being prepared in the invisible right now, and it will appear when both you and it are ready to meet in harmony. When doubt whispers, shift your focus from the outcome to the feeling. Don't chase the result. Cultivate the vibration. Don't say, "I need this to happen." Say, "I choose to feel aligned no matter what happens," because that vibration, that peace, is what actually makes it happen. Every time you think, "Why hasn't it happened yet?" pause and remind yourself, the universe is rearranging everything for me. And it truly is. Things you can't yet see are being moved. People are being guided toward you. Opportunities are being woven together like a perfect tapestry. You're not waiting, you're aligning. And here's something beautiful to remember. Faith is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move with love even when fear is present. That's what act as if really is. It's acting with faith even when you don't yet see proof. You're telling your life story from the end, the happy, peaceful, abundant ending, while still living through the middle chapters. And the more you do this, the faster your reality shifts to catch up with your belief. Now let's go even higher. There is a universal principle that governs all of this. The law of attraction is not magic. It's simply the law of energetic feedback. The vibration you give is the vibration that comes back. When you live in gratitude, you magnetize more reasons to be grateful. When you radiate peace, you draw peaceful experiences. When you embody the feeling of everything is working out, you create the evidence of that belief. The universe is infinitely intelligent. It doesn't speak in words, it speaks in energy. When your heart is stable, when your energy is coherent, when your words and emotions match, the universe instantly mirrors that harmony. Gratitude, peace, and trust are the most powerful frequencies you can live in. They say to life, "I am open, I am ready, I am willing to receive." So the next time something doesn't go your way, I want you to pause instead of panic. Place your hand over your heart and say, "This too is working out for me, even if I can't see it yet." Say it with love, not with frustration. Say it as an act of surrender, not as a demand. That sentence is your bridge from chaos to calm. It's your way of saying, even this is part of my miracle. And you know what happens when you do that? Life softens. The energy shifts. Solutions start appearing from places you didn't even look. Because when you affirm that everything is working out, even this, you open a door for the universe to show you how right you are. Remember, the only limit to your good is the limit of your belief. So expand your belief, expand your trust, expand your willingness to see the good, even in what seems uncertain. Because everything is always moving in your favor. Now take a deep breath. Feel your body relax. Feel your energy steady. Whisper gently to yourself, "Life supports me. The universe rearranges everything for me. Everything is always working out in my favor." And let that be your mantra. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you doubt. Say it when you don't yet see the result. Because one day soon, you'll look back and realize every single time you chose trust over fear, every time you said those words, you were rewriting your destiny, and it all worked out perfectly, just as it always does. My dear, as you reach the end of this practice, take a long, deep breath. Feel the air move through you, in and out, like the rhythm of life itself. You've just spent this sacred time remembering something so simple, so profound, and so true. Life loves you. It always has. It always will. Each morning when you wake and whisper, "Good morning, life. I love you and I trust you," you are not just saying words. You are opening a conversation with the universe. You are setting the tone for miracles. You are telling your subconscious, "I expect good things to happen to me today." And the universe, in its infinite wisdom, always responds to that vibration of trust. Throughout your day, when something challenges you, a delay, a misunderstanding, a closed door, pause for a moment. Place your hand on your heart and breathe. Say softly, "Everything is unfolding perfectly." This is your anchor, your spiritual pause. You don't need to force outcomes anymore. You only need to return to your center. You are never off track. Even the detours are divine. And at night, before you drift into sleep, let gratitude be your lullaby. Thank life for the blessings you noticed and the lessons you didn't yet understand. Write down your affirmation. "I am always guided. Everything is always working out for me." Let those words be the last vibration your mind hears before rest, because your subconscious is listening and it is creating while you sleep. Every small act of faith, every smile, every thank you, every deep breath is a signal to the universe. I'm ready. I trust. I believe. You are no longer chasing peace or abundance or love. You are living from it. You are walking as if it's already yours. And that is exactly how it arrives. So now, as we close, let me speak these words directly to your heart. Allow them to soak into every cell of your being. I now release all fear and doubt. I act as if life loves me, because it does. I know that everything is always working out for me. I am calm, confident, and ready for miracles. Feel that. Feel how good it is to trust again. Feel how peaceful it is to stop trying to control and simply let life support you. That's what faith really means, to relax into the arms of the divine. So smile gently, whisper thank you, let your energy soften into peace. Because from this moment forward, with every breath, every thought, every action, you are declaring to the universe, "I am aligned, I am loved, I am safe, everything is working out perfectly for me."